My client, George Paul, went from feeling tired every day, barely getting 5 hours of sleep and relying on caffeine for energy, to getting 7 to 8 hours of high quality sleep every single night. And as a result of that, he's more confident, he's more energetic, his business is booming, and he did this with a newborn baby in the house while working 12 plus hours a day. In this video, I'm going to break down the 4 areas we focused on that helped him and will help you achieve optimal sleep with minimal effort. Number 1, optimizing your sleep environment. You want to make sure your bedroom is completely pitch black. Melatonin, aka the sleep hormone, is released in the absence of light. So even if your blinds let in just a little bit of light, your sleep is going to suffer. So if you don't have the best blinds, just order some blackout blinds from Amazon. They're like $40 to $45 and they'll be an amazing health investment. You also want to make sure your bedroom is cold. 62 to 64 degrees Fahrenheit is ideal. During sleep, your core body temperature drops 1 to 2 degrees Fahrenheit to conserve energy, and sleeping in a cold bedroom helps you get there faster. You also want to make sure you're changing your bed sheets and pillowcases at least every 1 to 2 weeks. Your bed sheets and pillowcases will accumulate dirt, dead skin cells, and sweat over time. And you want to make sure you're sleeping in a very clean environment that does not cause any irritation, and you'll just feel a lot better knowing that, okay, I'm sleeping in a very clean, hygienic environment. And then the last thing we want to do to optimize your sleep environment is to get rid of or rearrange any furniture that could be seen as a threat. For example, some sort of shelf that's above your bed. Your brain's wired to be constantly looking for threats. So if you do have some sort of furniture that could collapse on you in your sleep, you're not going to be able to get fully restful, fully deep sleep. Number 2, you want to make sure you have pre-bed routines. We're stimulated 24/7 with work, business, client calls, emails, checking social media, getting texts. You get the idea. And the least we can do is give ourselves, 30 to 45 minutes before bed just to unwind without technology. So let's say you go to bed at 11:30. So 20 to 45 minutes before your bedtime, you want to make sure you enter a screenless phase. So around 20 to 45 minutes before your bedtime, you want to make sure you text everyone you need to text, check your notifications for one last time, do what you got to do, and then put your screens away for the rest of the night. This allows you to unwind and truly enter a relaxed state before bed. And if you're asking like, hey Raj, what am I supposed to do for 30 minutes without my screen? The fact that you asked this question makes me upset, but you know what? It's all good. Here are some activities you can do that don't require any technology, no screen. Journaling, meditating, stretching, doing yoga, having sex, reading, preferably fiction so your brain's not, thinking too much if it's a very serious, self-improvement book. And you can also take a warm shower. Find 2 to 3 of these, activities that you can honestly see yourself doing on a nightly basis that actually relax you, and then stick to that routine. So to begin your pre-bed routine, you want to make sure that you are drinking chamomile tea. Chamomile tea contains apigenin, which has properties that fight insomnia and will just allow you to be in a restful, relaxed state in a matter of minutes. Then after you have your chamomile tea, just pick 2 to 3 of the activities that I listed earlier that don't require a screen, and you're good to go. And of course, some nights you won't have the time to do a full 30-minute pre-bed routine. Maybe you're out with friends, or you're just working really late, and on those nights it's better to do a shortened routine. Shortened routine will always be better than no pre-bed routine. Just drink your chamomile tea, do 10 minutes of a screenless phase, and pick 1 or 2 of those activities. And number 3, supplementation. In the fitness industry, you have people who are on 2 extremes regarding supplementation. You have the guys who are so obsessed with supplements. Oh, what supplements do you take? They're always Googling what are the best supplements. Anytime there's a new fancy supplement, they have to try it. And then you have the guys who say supplements are completely bullshit and it's just a marketing scheme. And I fall somewhere in the middle. I don't think you should rely on supplements, but I know that they can help through working with 90+ high-performing clients. And the supplements I recommend to optimize your sleep are magnesium glycinate, glycine, and L-theanine. You want to take all these 3 supplements 20 to 30 minutes before your bedtime or when you begin your pre-bed routine. In terms of serving size, for magnesium glycinate, I recommend 1,000 to 2,000 milligrams. For glycine, I recommend 500 to 1,000 milligrams. And for L-theanine, I recommend 200 to 400 milligrams. Keep in mind, this is not medical advice. Do your own research or, just blindly follow. And number 4, utilizing sleep tools. The 2 main sleep tools we use are number 1, blue light blocking glasses. Not only do these look extremely cool, but they help block harmful blue light that interrupts the release of melatonin. So make sure you wear blue light blocking glasses whenever the sun sets. So just roughly around 6 to 7 p.m. Wear these so you can look at your phone, you can look at your screens, you can even watch a bit of TV, do a bit of work, and you won't be getting harmful blue light at the wrong time. We can get these on Amazon for $15 to $20. And the second sleep tool we use is the Aura Ring. The benefits of the Aura Ring is, number one, it gamifies the process of sleep. So it's like you're trying to beat your own high score. Remember when you were a kid and you were playing Pac-Man and you'd beat your high score, you'd be super pumped. Yeah, I got a new high score, let's go. All that dopamine. Now you'll be able to get that same feeling of beating your new high score by playing a video game, but it's gonna be productive. You're gonna be trying to beat your own sleep score. And when you do, it serves as positive reinforcement. You get pumped, you're like, let's go. I just got a new sleep score. And it reinforces the habits that you did that led to that beneficial sleep score. Number two, it also gives you extra self-awareness and accountability. You realize, okay, what are the areas of my sleep that need the most improvement? Is it latency, time taken to fall asleep? Is it sleep efficiency, time spent sleeping versus time in bed? Is it REM sleep? Is it deep sleep? You'll get to understand what are the key areas of focus that you need to be working on regarding your sleep. And sleep goes more than how long did you sleep. Here are some other habits that you can implement that will take your sleep to the next level. Number one, don't keep your phone in your bedroom. Charge your phone outside your bedroom and use an alarm clock. This makes it easier to stick to the 30 minutes of no screens before bed. Number two, activate the blue light filter on your computer, your iPad, your phone, and this is called Night Shift on Apple products. Or you could get an app that blocks harmful blue light. Number three, go to bed and wake up at roughly the same time every night, including weekends. Your body doesn't know, oh, it's a Saturday, it's okay to sleep in, or oh, it's a Monday, we gotta go to work. It just knows what time you go to bed and what time you wake up. And if you're waking up at 6 a.m. on the weekdays, but on weekends you sleep until 11, your whole circadian rhythms are gonna be messed up. Number four, use your bed for two things and two things only: sex and sleep. If you use your bed as a multi-purpose room to call your friends, to eat food, to watch TV, to do work, then by the time you actually go to sleep, your brain's gonna be confused. It doesn't know, oh, what are we doing now? Are we sleeping? Are we eating food? Are we calling our friends? It's gonna be confused, which will delay the time that it takes for you to fall asleep. But if you only use your bed for two things, sex and sleep, it knows, okay, we're either sleeping or we're having a good time. Number five, drink coffee, but be smart about it. Listen, I'm not gonna say, oh, you shouldn't drink coffee, because then I'd be a hypocrite. I love coffee. I just had 3 espressos today. But you do want to be smart. Follow these simple rules to use caffeine effectively without harming your sleep. First rule, wait an hour after waking up before you have your first cup of coffee. This will minimize the chance that you face that dreaded midday energy crash. Number two, limit yourself to 5 cups of coffee a day. Number three, have your last cup of coffee at 4 p.m. And number four, stick to either black coffees, Americanos, cold brews, or if you want to get a little fancy, you can do a cappuccino. None of this frappuccino, latte with a ton of sugar bullshit. That's not coffee, it's closer to a milkshake. And finally, the last tip, number 6, and this is an advanced tip, so I don't expect you to do this. I only have a few clients who adhere to this, and honestly, I rarely adhere to this, but if you want to get fancy, I just put it in here. So, the final tip to optimize your sleep is, whenever the sun sets, turn off all lamps, lights, and artificial light sources, and only use candles. This will help you get into that restful state like nothing else will help you start the release of melatonin, and by the time you begin your pre-bed routines, you're already going to be yawning, and by the time you hit the bed, you'll be out within seconds. I know this video was a lot and probably the most comprehensive video you've seen on sleep, and truthfully, I don't want you to get overwhelmed, so even if you just implement 50% of what you learned in this video, I guarantee your sleep will be transformed. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more content like this, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button, give me a comment down below, and let me know what you'd like to see next. Peace.